It's a very blustery day here in the 100-acre wood. Good afternoon, everybody, and happy holidays. We are back out on another adventure as COVID continues to surge and threatens to kill us all.
It's an outdoor adventure.
It's what we do. It's our thing. We're here today at some place that neither of us has been for a very long time. I used to come here every summer on the last day of school to celebrate my independence. I don't know when the last time you were here was.
With a bunch of Dutch exchange students in maybe 2009.
We are today at Six Flags America for their, I don't remember what it's called. Holiday
in the park.
I
read a sign over there.
That makes sense.
Holiday
nice and simple.
In the park.
Good for you for keeping it simple, Six Flags. As you can see, it's not super busy here today. So although a couple of rides are closed and we might have longer lines at the other rides, it probably won't take us too long to get through just about everything. I feel pretty good about social distancing today. We also kind of have a slight idea of what to expect in terms of the holiday offerings, the layout of the park, different safety measures enacted here, because some of our friends on another channel over at 2 Tickets to Adventure came out here for Six Flags Hallowfest. Thank you guys for taking the dive and experimenting with this first. We're hoping to have a great time out here today, see what they have going on for Christmas. Is this Josh Groban I'm hearing?
Yep, it is.
Alas.
Josh Groban's the best. I love Josh Groban.
Do you?
I do.
Alright, so only a couple coasters are running today, but that's okay because even though I haven't been here in 10 years, there's only a couple credits I need to get. Oh God, that's Mind Eraser.
Yes. And it's terrible, and I'm never riding it again.
Oh, but I need the credit though.
I don't.
Six Flags America is typically considered the bottom of the barrel in terms of Six Flags parks. Now we have been to one that was worse. Up in upstate New York, Six Flags Great Escape was actually part of our honeymoon trip. So we still had fun. We have fun everywhere we go. But I would definitely say that park was worse than this park.
Yeah.
So far, I would say this park has been impressing us in terms of seasonal offerings.
Yeah, seasonally. I mean, we haven't been on a ride yet, but...
I, again, haven't been here since... So it is. Doot. So we're in the coaster corner, as it were, over here. We got our options laid out in the forms of Roar. And we think this is Firebird, because we know it's not Mind Eraser since we've already seen that terror in the opposite direction.
Well, actually, I'm not sure it's running. Did you see it go?
I did. Yeah, it's running.
Yeah.
Firebird's running.
Yeah. So I think, if I remember my coaster history, I think Firebird is an implant. It was taken from
Transplant?
Transplant. Sorry. It was transplant.
The implant coaster. I think it's about time we started checking some coaster credits off our list. Don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Let us do that. Rougher than your typical B&M, but not too bad because it's still B&M, you know?
I think it's also probably more pleasant to ride when it's not as cold.
True. It's very, very chill out right now, and the wind is making it worse. So I usually take my glasses on like Great Bear and Bizarro and other B&M Floorlesses where the throw isn't quite as intense. But on this one, I felt myself clutching as we came out of the inversion because I was like, the wind's chopping up under my head trying to throw them off. Yeah. So I won't be wearing glasses for the next couple of coasters, but I did not hate this ride.
No.
Are you doing huge Christmas pics? Aw, cute Christmas pics.
He looks pretty.
It does look pretty. Moving right along to the next possible credit on our list. Katie may or may not already have this credit.
I've ridden this one. I don't remember the one.
Oh, you've ridden Roar.
Yes.
You just haven't ridden the wild one. Okay, so I need the credit. You're already good.
Yeah, but
But it seems like it might be a good Woody anyway, so. Plus, there's no line at anything. Y'all, Roar is a trip. That was awesome.
That was a good back row ride.
It was quite a ride. I mean, I was in mid-sentence on that first drop because I truly,
I do not remember that
from the
drop.
ground, I did not think I had too much to fear. But man, that drop came fast, quick, and intense.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I caught my breath a little bit.
I mean, my mask flew like all the way up to my nose, but
Mine stayed on, but
it is what it is. You know, coronavirus.
Yeah, it's a good little Woody they have.
It was
over
great.
here.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
We'll do again probably before we leave.
Yeah, I like it.
Starting to get a little bit darker, a little bit colder, and a lot more Christmassy. We are 2 coasters down, 2 to go. Well, for me, 2 to go. For her, probably only 1.
Aha.
Let's add Katie's maybe possibly new coaster credit. Wild One. 2nd Woody of the day, 3rd coaster of the day, and 3 out of 4 that are open for us to hit. This fire death loop thing. 5?
Is it Cajun?
Oh, Cajun! I forgot about Cajun.
Yeah.
All right, 3 out of 5.
Cajun, More, and Wild One.
Okay. So we've actually got some work to do. You know the expression, like a kid at Christmas? That was written about my wife. Boarding the Wild One now. So we just met not only Santa, but also Mrs. Claus, and not 1, but 2 elves. So basically what happens is you walk in, you meet Mrs. Claus, she's wearing masks, she's behind a counter, and she explains the rules of interaction with Santa. You have the option when you go to sit down with Santa, to either be with or without your mask, or to have him be with or without his mask. You are separated by 6 feet and a barrier of gifts. So we decided that since we were well away from Santa and everyone else in the room was wearing a mask, we felt comfortable pulling our masks off for the picture. So that was nice that they offered that to us, similar to Hershey Park offering the same rules to us for the pumpkin patch pictures during their Halloween event. So we have I thought our photos turned out great.
Yeah, we have some great Santa photos.
I thought that was well worth the money. It's an add-on experience. It's not included in the photo pass. It's not included in your membership or whatever.
Ticket or whatever.
But it is
a cute thing.
It does bring a little bit of joy into your heart. The kids will definitely like it.
And Santa asked us what we wanted for Christmas.
And we told him we want a vaccine and new tires.
And happiness.
Well, those other 2 things bring your thing. I am not so sure that I'm gonna be able to get this credit today, guys. It's looking a lot like Mind Eraser may be down for the count. Oh, no. No, it's going. It's running. It's running. It's just pitch black.
Alright. Time to fly.
Ah, nuts.
Bye-bye. How did that go?
You know, I gotta tell you, it really wasn't that bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was much smoother than I expected.
Okay, was it fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually enjoyed myself.
Well, maybe I should
mean,
have given it a try.
To be fair, it was pitch black, That was terrifying. The fact
Yeah,
that I couldn't see what was coming
it
and I
is
don't know the layout well
It's
enough.
really dark back here. My video was crap.
For me to be able to kind of guess the layout, like Hershey Park, we know every single ride, right? We've been on them enough. We know where the twists and turns are. This, we're flying around in pitch darkness. I have no idea what's coming next. I just know that there's a corkscrew somewhere in there and that there's a dip and an inversion somewhere else. And I'm like, I have no idea what's coming next. So that was
I
a little
think I heard. Were
intimidating.
you screaming?
Oh yeah, I was
Okay,
definitely
I
screaming
could
the
hear
entire
you.
time.
I could hear you. I was like, that sounds like him.
But for a Vakoma SLC,
Okay.
I don't know, man. The bar was way down here, and I think it landed like here. So it wasn't there, but it wasn't there either.
Well, I'm glad to hear it didn't totally ruin your day.
Yeah. I mean, it might have killed my vocal cords, but
Yeah. Well,
whatever.
maybe I ought to give it a try. I mean, I guess I could do it.
Do you want to turn? Katie's doing it! Woo! Nope.
Never again.
Quite frankly, we've done almost everything we set out to do today. The last thing that we really want to do is the antique cars because we saw a little bit of a Christmas setup over there. In the meantime, we're in the heat, I guess, for a couple of minutes here, enjoying a nice sit down. We may get some dessert and something to drink in a minute, but we've got some live entertainment here again. There's a stage show starting in about 5 minutes. I'll try to give you guys some of the highlights, but frankly, I'm just excited to see live performers again.
Everywhere you go, take a look at the 5 and 10, glistening once again. Candy paint and silver in the glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Jingle bells, jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. All the fun is your riding in jingle bells, jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. All the fun is your riding, we're all so afraid.
So the stage show is essentially a variety show act with a bunch of different Christmas numbers, 8-ish actors and actresses.
I think it was 4 men and 4 women.
All very talented. Each one
great.
kind of got their chance to shine in a different
I like
number.
that they definitely each got like a showcase piece. The singing was great. I do have to say, the standout was probably "All I Want for Christmas Is You" girl. She definitely I think
That's
she
why
was
they
the
put
same
it
one
last.
who did "Run Run Rudolph." She had a fantastic vocals, but they all were great. Good dancing, choreography. It looked like they were having fun. Props to all of them for singing through masks.
Yeah,
and
it's not easy to
that's-
do.
That cannot be easy, and it can't be as easy to catch a good breath either. So, very impressed.
I was
Very
going to say,
impressed.
too, just across the whole day, live entertainment's been great. Between
Yeah.
the Three
I
Kings
just
band at the
realized
beginning.
the Three
and-
Kings just did their last set, so we're probably gonna miss them. But
Yeah, but we got to see them earlier, which is
I'm glad we
thankful for.
walked by when they were there before.
But between Three Kings and this and the Santa and the Elves and Mrs. Claus actors, I mean, it's been a long time really at any theme park since we've had a chance to interact so much with live entertainment and live performers. So this has been a nice treat.
yeah,
And we got hot chocolate.
which is doing a good job of warming me up.
Are you getting the remains of our apple pie?
The pie is gone. We ate it during the show.
It's an apple pie graveyard.
It was good though. It was nice to get a little treat while we were watching them.
Why, Bugs Bunny, as I live and breathe. Holiday in the Park is starting to wind down. We just finished up the stage show over at, I don't even know, we're calling it the North Pole, but I think that's its seasonal title. Frontierland? Yeah, somewhere in that area. We're a little bit confused on whether or not Holiday in the Park goes on past the actual out time, which is 8 o'clock, for Six Flags general admission. So we have tickets, separate tickets for Holiday in the Park. I don't know whether or not that's something that starts when the actual park closes, or whether it's all the same and I just paid double what I should have. But, I mean, we got through pretty much everything we wanted to do, so if we only do one more thing tonight and it happens to be that last thing we want to do, which is the antique cars, I feel pretty satisfied with our day.
I mean, yeah, I could go home and be happy. I just don't really understand what, because we just saw people like cleaning up like the day was over.
Yeah, well, that venue might close.
Yeah.
And the rest might stay open, because people are still riding the scramblers and the swings and everything. I don't know. We'll get in what we want to do, and then we'll find out if there's any time for anything extra. But I still feel pretty accomplished.
Christmas cars!
The Christmas cars! Look at all this natural beauty. Man down! Man down! Other men down too! Hey, this is why they call it a joyride. Ah! It's cute! Oh, that Christmas tree's looking a little sad.
I know. There's some polar bears playing.
Yay!
Oh, I like the llama one.
Oh, look at Mama Bear!
There's some tipsy trees.
Tipsy trees. Aw,
Look like that works great.
rough night. Charge! Nothing like a leisurely country drive. Alright guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. We have had a wonderful afternoon and evening here at Six Flags America's Holiday in the Park. Much better, I think, than we were expecting to have, which is saying something. Our bar was pretty low for Six Flags America given our previous experiences here, but it's been almost a decade. I'm excited to see that the park has grown up just like we have. There's a lot going on here that is better than when we were kids, and there's a lot here that
Is exactly the same.
yeah, well, while it could use a couple improvements here and there, operations could use a little bit of a bump. But it's been a really nice day. I think that we were both pleasantly surprised by the different ride offerings, the sheer amount of effort that went into the lighting displays and the live entertainment.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Definitely feels festive, and it was a nice evening out doing something kind of Christmassy and fun.
it feels like Christmas.
feels like Christmas.
But it does, though. It really does.
Yes.
One thing I would say about a mistake we made today, it seems like the park is shutting down now that there's nothing after the 8 p.m. cutoff, so I purchased Holiday in the Park tickets thinking they were separate from general admission tickets, and then purchased general admission tickets. It's a little bit confusing at checkout. I probably spent double what I needed to. So you can literally just purchase one or the other and have a full day here.
I don't know what the difference was.
Price, pretty much. I paid they were like $20 each for Holiday in the Park, and then they were like $40 each for general admission.
Maybe
So
Holiday in the Park lets you in later than general admission.
maybe.
I have no idea.
Oops! It truly felt like we were having some Christmas fun this evening, as opposed to just standardized amusement park fun. So
Yeah.
I want to give major props to Six Flags for leveling up here from what I remember as a kid. Whatever was here when I was a kid that wasn't quite as impressive has become a bit more impressive since. So credit where credit is due. To all of you at home watching us, thank you for joining us on another adventure. Happy holidays to those who are celebrating, and that's all, folks. Every day's a new adventure. we just found Santa's house.
We can meet Santa.
And we can meet Santa. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? There's only, for him to be here on tonight of all nights.
Of all nights.
Of all nights. Not for the first time, we've been told that this is considered to be a roller coaster. To me, it feels like it's a flat ride that's been stood up on end.
I think it's a flat ride.
It's definitely a flat ride, right? This does not have a layout. This is just up, down, up, down, up, down. And in that way, how is it any different from a pirate ship, you know?
It's like a rocking horse, yeah.
Yeah. Not a coaster.
No.
No credit. We're both kind of commenting on how it's probably for the best that we're doing this before eating anything, because there's not going to be much hope of doing it again after. And that's where babies come from.